right, America. We saw that 5-star defensive lineman Peter Woods chose Clemson over Jackson State University, over Alabama, over Florida. Okay. And a lot of us in Tiger Nation, somehow we thought that we had a shot at this guy, especially given the great success that we saw from Mr. Houston. I believe personally that the success we saw from Mr. Houston, James Houston, now of the Detroit Lions, should be enticing to some defensive linemen out there, okay? Because we saw him thrive at Jackson State University, all right? But he chose Clemson over Jackson State, but also over Alabama and Florida, okay? So Saban missed out on them too, you feel me? So, T, what were your thoughts on Jackson State missing out on Mr. Woods?
Well, first of all, if Nick ain't called out Clemson for paying Peter Woods, then everybody just need to be quiet everywhere. First thing, Nick, I need you to come on out strong against Dabo. Just like you come out strong against Texas A&M and Coach Jimbo and strong against Deion Sanders, I need you to give me the same energy.
Clemson dropping bad too. What were you telling me about their facilities?
Man, Clemson's facilities are crazy. So there was an article I read out of ESPN. Basically, it's top of the line, state of the art. But the craziest thing was that they installed a human slide. I'm talking about a slide for the big boys, as well as the little boys in the facility, in the house, in Clemson. Basically, the whole idea was, okay, they don't want kids late for meetings. So if you're in the facilities, you playing around, doing whatever, because they got like a mini golf course at the campus, on the facility. They got like a miniature golf course
for the football players.
For the football players, they got all kinds of stuff. And so if you get caught up doing whatever you're doing, there ain't no excuses. You got a slide you can come down to get your butt to that meeting in that meeting room. Position meetings, team meetings, whatever. Better hit that slide. And I'm talking about this a big slide. You ain't got to wait on no elevator.
They're gonna be giving these boys a Ferris wheel and a roller coaster for long.
Man, that's all you got to do. So I figured that's probably got a little bit of a sale for Peter Woods, but it sounded like he kind of just got impressed by whatever Clemson was selling him. The way the articles read was that he thought of Dabo. He was 100% Alabama before the Clemson visit. And the Clemson visit swayed him. He found Dabo Swinney to be very lively to him. Dabo's sale was that, he specializes in 18 to 24-year-olds. Now, this is coming from an article. This ain't coming from me. And that, basically Dabo's saying to him, I work with young men well at your age, at this age group here. And then too, he also was looking at the fact that I think Christian Wilkins, D lineman for Miami. I think he's still with Miami, the Miami Dolphins. I guess he's a favorite of the young man's, and he saw that Christian Wilkins had success from Clemson, and there's other D linemen in the league that came from Clemson. Clemson moved that year that their title year, or maybe the year after, but they pushed all four of their guys on that front to the league. So Clyde Farrell was another guy that actually got a first round pick, and I think a lot of people weren't really looking for him to come high, but he made it into the league. He got drafted by the Raiders, I believe it was, Cleveland Farrell. So Clemson's got the ability to get guys in, and so does Jackson State too. But the kid saw what he saw there and made the choice. And I mean, they said he was 100% Bama before he went to Clemson, and made the visit. So I mean, Clemson did their job, and I think I read where it said it moved him up to like 3rd in the country in recruiting. Clemson. So, but hey, man, I mean, salute to the kid. I wouldn't have chose Clemson. I kind of wish you'd have came on to Jackson State, to be honest with you, or somewhere else. But the rich keep getting richer. Clemson's got it, and they're gonna get kids, and Alabama's gonna get kids. But you will see. We'll see how the kid translates.
That will.
Oh, Miami's coming, by the way. Let me get that out there. Let me my plug. Let me get my plug in. Like, we talking about Clemson over here, but Miami's coming. Let's keep that a buck.
I'm sure my OG Roy Luckett would be happy that you said that. Okay, shout out, Coach. Here's my thing. All right, I ain't tripping on a young blood not choosing Jack State, because when you start getting your name in these Final Fours, you start getting the J hat on the table, they ain't always gonna pick that motherfucker up. Okay, that's just part of the game. Look at what we just said. Nick Saban didn't get him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna strike out. You're gonna strike out. Here's my thing. If our top studs are not gonna choose to go to HBCU at this point, if they're gonna choose a PWI, they better be getting a stupid, stinking bag. I'm talking about they ought to end up stupid, stinking rich before they make it to the league.
Coveted money.
All of it just raining down on them. They better be. That's one. And two, they better be choosing a ball coach and staff that values them as people. Okay. Yeah. If they gonna choose to work for these motherfuckers, they better make sure they're choosing folks who really give a fuck about us. Okay. Yeah. Now, my brother Tim G. Jacob knows this. I felt some type of way about Dabo from some stuff that came out in the past where one of his former players alleged that somebody on staff had used a racial epithet, and that no punishment was doled out to that coach who said that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then two, in the midst of the social unrest, the biggest protest in the history of the world, some were telling me, worldwide protest after the lynching of George Floyd. Well, you got white people around here. Well, where I am in central Mississippi talking about Black Lives Matter. Like, you weren't seeing that.
Right.
And then at that time when Black Lives Matter became like mainstream almost, you start seeing it on Madden, you start seeing all these big corporations even starting to say it. Dabo come out there with a Football Matters shirt at that time. And like some folks looked at that like, hold on, cuz. Are you an all lives matter guy? Are you minimizing what the fuck we talking about over here?
Yeah.
Like what you doing? Okay. Now, to be thorough, he did come out. I want to make sure I get this out here. Okay. He did come out at something they held at Clemson. Okay. And he talked about it was a Black Lives Matter rally. Okay. And he spoke at it. And he called it beautiful and said he appreciated everybody being out there. He talked about how fucked up social and racial injustice is, and we can no longer tolerate police brutality or racism of any kind in this country. He did that after, though, the dust up that was the no punishment for the coach that said the racist bullshit in the Football Matters shirt. So it was almost like that's saying the right thing. But it was almost like, God damn it, you got to say that right now. If you want to stay elite, you want to keep getting to the Suns and the D Hops and the Peter Woods, you got to say that. Okay. So I don't know. Real ones that are in South Carolina, let us know for real what you know about Dabo. Do his black players really ride for him like that for real? Because I know one thing, T. I would not want our kids going to a guy. And fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I told y'all on here before I feel some type of way about this man. In our state, Mike Leach. I don't know why this motherfucker just got a new contract. I don't know why he still getting our boys up there. We know who he is. It's unambiguous. He one of them Trump boys. He open with it. He's open with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if our guys are not going to choose to work for an HBCU, I just want, make sure that bag's stupid. Don't just get caught up in the bells and whistles like what my brother was describing to y'all. A fucking slide, all that kind of shit. All this shit bells and whistles. Where the money? What Gangsta Boo say? Where the dollars at? Where the dollars at? Okay.
Good song,
get in it and make sure you working for some folk that give a fuck about us. Cause I know them folk in them stands. Okay? South Carolina folk, Mississippi get, and we deserve what we get. In terms of race relations, stuff like that, we get the reputation for the most racist state. Okay, cool. South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union when that slavery question was at hand. South Carolina was. We were number 2, but South Carolina was number 1. South Carolina got a whole lot of Mississippi in it.
Right.
So I know how a lot of motherfuckers in them stands gonna feel about Mr. Wood. Okay, God forbid he say something online about politics. They gonna show him how they feel if his stance is not to their liking.
Yeah.
Okay, but hey, you might chop that up and say you gotta deal with that. You make it to the league, you have to deal with that. But at least the coaching staff, and I don't know about Dabo. I don't know. I don't know about Dabo. I don't know. Now, we did find out that he has come out in defense of Deshaun Watson. Okay. He called Deshaun Watson the son. He said he said he was exemplary.
Yeah.
He said the only thing he ever had to fuss at him about while he was at Clemson was he was 5 minutes late to a meeting one time.
Yep.
Now I think my brother Tim G. Jacob wanted him to go a little further in his defense of him.
Yeah, I need a little bit more.
But
need a little bit more.
But I don't know. I know like black players used to swear by Jimmy Johnson when he was at Miami, or who's another guy that comes to mind that black players like they loved playing for this guy. I know guys in college basketball come to mind. Like I know black players love Dean Smith and shit like that. And
Jay Wright. A lot of guys like to play for Jay, like to play for Dean, like to play for Roy Williams, Coach K. I mean, they like to play with Coach K.
They swear by
so yeah. I mean,
maybe we just missed out on it, you know what I'm talking about? But I just know those were 2 questionable things for me from Dabo. Okay. But he getting a lot of elite black guys come there.
Yeah, for sure. And when your program's got a couple championships attached to it, that helps, because now if Clemson can get back to what they were a few years ago, and you're a part of that, it just bolsters your NFL prospects as well, which this young man has all roads leading to. So we'll see. I mean, they got Clemson's trying to work, and I mean they got him, and I hope this young man flourishes there, and we just see what happens. We see what happens.
Well, like I said, I ain't tripping over the young blood not choosing Jackson State, but just hopefully they keeping it 100 over there at Clemson. That you can't have no coach saying no fuck shit to these boys and not going unpunished, not getting fucking fired. You gotta get them the fuck out of here.
Right.
You can't have the shit. Like I said about in the NFL, and I'm pissed with them players, with the Washington Commanders. The fact that Del Rio motherfucking ass still employed after that fuck shit he said, calling January 6th a dust up, and compared to the riots that took place after George Floyd was lynched. You can't have that shit.
Yeah.
You can't have that shit. And if he's saying that, Jack Del Rio saying that in the league, you know, in these colleges, motherfuckers doing the same thing. And that's cool. They want to feel that way, they can feel that way. But we shouldn't be playing for them.
Right.
If that's how they gonna get down.
Right.
But wish the brother luck. And I hope he goes to the league. Because at the end of the day, he's still a black man. I hope he get that money and that can reverberate through his family and down through our communities. So that's what I got on it. That's what my brother Tim G. Jake got on it. America, what did y'all think about Peter Woods choosing Clemson over Jack State, Alabama, and Florida?
Go ball out, but you can't beat Miami though. That's all I got.
Oh, and let me not forget this. Make sure y'all hit this subscribe button. My daughter keep going off on me about this. Okay, so make sure y'all hit the goddamn subscribe button. For real, that's your godchild too. She been snapping out on me about that.
Yeah,
all right, so subscribe, and let us know how y'all feel. You feel me? Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com, and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.